am Counterpunch Boxing. How are you doing out there? YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, social media, wherever you may be. Look, apparently people are taking my videos and putting them on their own channels. So, I don't know, is that a compliment? Yeah, maybe, you know, fuck it, right? I'll just let them have it. But, yeah, hang on, let me adjust my microphone real quick like that. All right, look. Today, what is today? Today's like Thursday, I think. And but look, I'm gonna give you guys just a tornado of Gennady Golovkin Canelo Alvarez news. Okay, it's about 5:22 in the morning. I'm getting up, I'm doing my thing, and you know, I want to talk a little bit of boxing. I'm gonna give you guys. Look, people keep asking me, you know, what are the updates? What about the rematch? You know, what's going on? Blah 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 blah. So you know, I went around, I collected all the top stories, all the information that I could, and you know, I'm gonna pass them on to you guys. So you know, shout out to everybody. You know who you are. If you are shout out worthy, shout out to you. And I greatly appreciate everyone watching the channel. And look, real quick before we get into the news. And look, I'm not worried about a long video today. So you know, you might have to just do this in parts, you know, watch half today, half tonight, something like that, because it might be a long video, because I'm in a chatty mood right now, okay? And I'm talking to a microphone, but that's okay. But look, first, people that are listening, you guys really need to support channels like mine, okay? You know, look, I don't want to talk bad about these clickbaity channels out there, but what has boxing media come to? I mean, since when is reading an article and passing it off as like this boxing breaking news, you know, when he's like, wow, oh my God, you know, breaking news, click, 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 and then you click on the channel, and it's like, you know, a shout out to Patreon donations, a super chat, and the this and the that, and it's like, oh my God, and buy my shirts and buy my hats and donate your money, give me your money, and give me, click, 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 like, you know, take. I'm a leech, I'm leeching off of boxing. That's all I do. Like, what? Since when did that become boxing reporting? You know, it's like, look, if you have a boxing channel, it shouldn't be like the Home Shopping Network, okay? It shouldn't be like some kind of fucking fundraiser, all right? I mean, and that's like what these channels have become. You know, it's become a fundraiser instead of like news, so it drives me crazy. But anyway, let's get into it. I had to get that off my chest, and, you know, it felt pretty good. Okay. Now, where do we start? I mean, you know, Canelo guaranteeing a knockout? No, you're not. Oh, I'm going to knock you out. No, you're not. Oh, I'm Mr. Badass Canelo. No, you're not. Oh, you know, it's just like, I was going to talk about that. All the things that Canelo said leading up to the fight that just simply didn't happen. He got exposed. He ran. You know, Gennady Golovkin was the aggressor. We all know. Even the Canelo fans, you notice, they're slowly trickling away, right? You know, they're disappearing. You know, I can just see them like, okay, kind of like, you know, slipping out the back door, because, you know, you notice they're all gone. Even the hardcore Canelo fans is like, look, they know what happened. They know what happened. Now, look, let's start here. You notice Canelo is wearing the winning gloves, right? He usually wears the Everlast MX, right? I mean, I even made a video about a month ago, you know, talking about the gloves that Canelo wears, and you know, and it's kind of odd how, see right here, winning. It's kind of odd how you know, I was wondering in this particular fight, you know, I was like, well, what is he going to wear? Well, apparently he hurt his right hand. Okay, so now look, this is news that you guys probably haven't heard anywhere, but I got it from Fight Night, fightnight.com. So you guys go over, check it out, and I'll show you the article in a minute. But apparently Canelo hurt his right hand, right? You know, you remember he broke his thumb in the Liam Smith fight. Well, apparently he hurt his right hand, and that's why he couldn't, you know, couldn't open up like he wanted to, and that's also why we've got to wait until May, you know, instead of September, to get a rematch. Okay, so, you know, throwing that out there, and I might make a complete video on it later, give you guys the details, but, you know, that's the latest word from the Canelo camp. You know, he's basically coming up with excuses, you know, why he didn't win. You know, I had to wear winning gloves, you know, because I couldn't wear my Ilmex, because the winning gloves, you guys, if you don't know, they have, you know, additional padding, and they protect your hand a little better, that kind of thing. So, but you know, I don't know. I think it's just an excuse, honestly. But yeah, look right here. I know it's blurry, but that's winning. You know, it's got the little red, you know, and the winning. But I don't know why I didn't catch that during the fight, which is you know, odd because I usually catch things like that. So there he is, Mr. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, looking confident. But, I mean, look, where do we start? I mean, Erislandy Lara, right? He's claiming that Canelo should have 3 losses on his record, which, you know, I've been an advocate for I don't know, years now, right? You know, he's basically saying, look, he lost against me, which I believe was a draw. You know, I'm talking about Erislandy Lara, Canelo Alvarez. He said he lost against me, Mayweather, and now Gennady Golovkin. And, you know, he's just a protected fighter. Like I try telling you guys constantly, he's a protected fighter. But Michael Buffer right here, judges sucked, but hookers killed it. What the hell? Oscar De La Hoya, Gennady Golovkin, Canelo, judges must be suspended. You know, this kind of thing. So George Foreman, judges got it, you know, got it right. It was a draw. Judges got GGG versus Canelo right. It was a draw. You know, he's really the only celebrity, George Foreman, that I've heard even say it should have been a draw or anything in favor of Canelo. So I just wanted to include that. But yeah, quickly in other news right here, I made a video, Jeff Horn, Terrence Crawford fight, looking like February, ESPN, Amir Khan and Kell Brooks. Look, who out there is just tired of Kell Brook and Amir Khan talking about fighting each other? I mean, it's almost like the Mayweather-Pacquiao situation, but without the interest, right? It's like, you know, the build-up to the 3 and the 4 year Pacquiao-Mayweather thing, right? All the hype, but without the hype, right? I mean, who cares? I don't want to see it. You know, maybe 2 years ago, right? But, you know, clearly they're trying to cash out right here. Now, this is actually kind of interesting. Billy Joe Saunders ordered to fight Lemieux for the WBO middleweight world title. So now that's interesting because, look, I think Lemieux can beat Billy Joe Saunders, which means Gennady Golovkin, if he gets past Canelo, which I think he will in May of next year, I wish I could say September, but May, then we would basically have Gennady Golovkin and David Lemieux for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world, of the big blue globe, the big blue marble, right? Okay, now, what is this? I don't know. I got so much shit here. Let's see. Where am I going to go? Like I said, I'm going to bring you guys all the headlines. Now, as previously reported by FightNice.com, Canelo, damn it, go away, fought Golovkin with winning gloves instead of his usual Everlast MX. Winning gloves are more padded with foam, extra hand protection, and is recognized as one of the best training gloves on the market. Now, it is a training. It's like I have the Everlock Everlast is what I train in, and the winning, they're really padded. You know, now, I wouldn't, but here's the thing. Here's what they're not telling you. Yeah, they might be a little more padded for your hand, but they feel the same. When you get hit by a winning glove and you get hit by an MX, to me they feel the same. You know, it just, you know, protects your hand a little better is what I think. You know, but the impact, that thud, the power, whatever you want to call it, to me it feels. I've been hit by both, you know, literally 1,000 times, and it feels identical. Like if you put blindfolds on me and hit me with each glove, I wouldn't know the difference, you know. So the only difference to me is it protects his hand a little bit better. But now Canelo's trying to say that, you know, that Gennady Golovkin couldn't feel the full power because of the winning glove. And, of course, you know, now they need to wait until May for a rematch because he hurt his hand. So, but right here, training goes on the market. So it's close to the situation. Reach out to FightNice.com. Said Canelo had injured his right hand during training. Okay. Depending on how serious the hand injury was, the nearly eight-month resting period between the first and expected to be fight should allow Canelo to rest his hands significantly longer than a December date would have allowed. You know, so basically trying to say, you know, we got to wait till May because my hands got to heal up, right? I mean, it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. I think it's like, you know, fake news. They put out a story, whatever. And, of course, right here, Canelo announced after the fight he would sit out the rest of the year and return May 2018. Cinco de Mayo Day falls on a Saturday next year, so that would actually work out with a big pay-per-view type event. One major question heading into the sequel is Golovkin's age. He will be 36 by next May, and by the way, he will. And he has showed signs of aging in his last few fights against the likes of Daniel Jacobs and Canelo. Although he appeared to have defeated Canelo by 2 or 3, I would say 3 or 4 rounds, according to most boxing experts like myself, he struggled at times to land significant punches on his opponent, and his footwork was a bit, well, look, of course, he did look a little clumsy in there, and like he did struggle a little bit, and his footwork probably did appear to be off a little bit, but I mean, look, you're chasing a dude, you know, for 9 rounds, right? I mean, of course it's going to look like that. It's like you know, you're chasing a guy around. I mean, look at the way Canelo looked in the Irizlandi Lara fight. Now, I will say, I think, I wouldn't call that ring generalship. I think Irizlandi Lara ran a little bit too much in that fight, but Canelo looked clumsy. You know, I mean, how do you get your footwork? How do you get your balance? How do you get your positioning? You know, how do you find your range when a guy is fucking running? I mean, he's not moving, you know, he's not using good lateral movement, and, you know, he's running. So, of course, you know, Gennady Golovkin is going to appear to be a little bit off, you know, so... And truthfully, I think at one point Golovkin figured it out, and he started to just, you know, cut the ring off a little better. Once he realized that Canelo was not going to stand there and trade like he said he would, and he ran. I mean, look, this is the first time. Okay, you guys have to realize this is the first time Canelo has ran ever. Think about this. You know, you go back and watch any Canelo fight. He's never ran. You know, and I don't think people, I just don't think they really give Golovkin enough credit for what he did. I mean, he made this guy, you know, run like a scared little animal. You know, like it was, like I said in my prediction video, it's going to look like Predator Prey. You know, I even made a video, I believe it was titled Predator Prey, right? And that's exactly what it looked like. It looked like, you know, someone hunting down food, and Canelo's running, and you know, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't think I get enough credit sometimes. Shit, you know, it's like I predict this shit. I tell you guys this stuff, and you know, it's like people forget. I've made 400 and something videos, and it's like people forget what I say. But no, actually, no. When I get it wrong, here's the thing: when I get something wrong, they damn sure won't forget that, right? It's like, you know, you get 1,000 things right, you get one thing wrong, and you got 900 people blowing you up. Oh, you got it wrong. You know. So, but now. Another cool thing is they're talking about the rematch being at Cowboys Stadium, which if it is, I will be all over that. I'm telling you guys, if they have it at Cowboys Stadium, I'll go stay with my family down there for the whole week and bring you guys like the best coverage. So I'm hoping the rematch will be at Cowboys Stadium. But right here, the judging for the Canelo Golovkin fight. Hey, there's Stanley. By the way, Stanley, shout out. That was my Facebook group. Look, you guys need to come over Counterpunch Boxing Facebook and you know, check it out. So that was Stanley tagging me right there. Shout out, Mr. Stanley. So the judging for the Canelo Golovkin fight at the T-Mobile in Las Vegas wasn't quality in Golovkin's. Like, no shit, wasn't. I mean, that Adelaide bird was atrocious, right? That was an outrage. I mean, that was the worst score in boxing history, other than the one judge that had Mayweather Canelo a draw, right? A fucking draw, right? And he would like not to fight there again for the rematch. Canelo Golovkin fought September, blah, 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 blah. Right here, basically, they're talking about how they don't want it in Vegas. Now, I'm sure you guys already know this, but, you know, there may be some people out there that don't, so I at least wanted to mention it. So, but right here, I mean, you know, this is one point I wanted to make, okay? Canelo had always been the aggressor until the Golovkin fight, basically. Canelo did briefly attack Golovkin in the first minute of rounds 10, 11, and 12, but only in the first minute of the 3 rounds. After the first minute, Canelo's face seemed to turn red from exhaustion of him fighting hard, and then he would spend the last 2 minutes fighting with his back against the ropes like he'd done in the first 9 rounds. Okay, take a screenshot of this, remember it, pass it on to your friends, tell your cousin, tell your uncle, whatever. This is what happened right here. You know, he would look flashy. Like I said in my prediction video, like I said, he would look flashy for 1 minute of each round, and the judges will reward him for that 1 minute. And then I said, and look, what did I say? I told you guys he's going to look flashy, throw flashy combos, you know, boom, 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 right? And he's going to run over to the ropes and gasp for fucking air, like, you know, that's what he does. I mean, the dude gasses out like Conor McGregor. Like, I mean, seriously, I think Conor McGregor and Canelo Alvarez have the worst stamina. And to be at that level of boxing and have that kind of stamina, I mean, look, I know guys that smoke, that literally fucking smoke, that can go fight 10 rounds. I mean, seriously. I mean, look, a good friend of mine he smokes like a pack a day, and the dude boxes like 10 rounds, you know, sparring. So, I mean, how these guys gas out in like round 3 and round 4? I mean, these are elite, world-class boxers. I simply do not understand it. So, but let me read it again. After the first minute, Canelo's face seemed to turn red from exhaustion, him fighting hard, and then would spend the last 2 minutes fighting with his back against the ropes like he'd done in the first 9 rounds. Okay, the judges that gave Canelo's rounds 10, 11, and 12 appeared to score the rounds after the 1 minute mark instead of waiting for the entire 3-minute round to play out, because he did nothing after the last 2/3 of those rounds. So again, like I said, you know, they take a 3-minute round and they like what they see in 1 minute, and then they forget about the other 2 minutes. Okay, and that's favoritism. That's hometown cooking. That's corruption. That is corruption. That's you cannot do that as a judge. I mean, you can't score 1 minute of the round because you like it, and then, you know, wouldn't just like play on your iPhone. Okay, fuck it. Okay, I like that. I mean, you know, you have to judge all 3 minutes of the round. All right. But right here, okay, Canelo is familiar with the Cowboys Arlington because he fought there just last year against WBO Junior. And you remember the Liam Smith fight. They're talking about Cowboys Stadium. They pulled in over 50,000 fans for that fight. This was Canelo fighting a guy that was a complete unknown to the casual boxing. So you look, and that's true. Look, whenever I covered Canelo Kirkland, and that was at Minute Maid in downtown Houston, the attendance was over 50,000 people. So, you know, Cowboys Stadium, I guarantee you they will hit probably I think 100,000 people. I think they will be at capacity or damn near. You know, I'd say at a minimum 80,000, but, you know, I think well over 80,000. So to not have it at Cowboys Stadium would be ridiculous. And if I remember, Oscar De La Hoya told Jerry Jones, the owner of Cowboys Stadium, you know, told him that if we have a rematch, we'll do it in Dallas. So I think that's what we're going to get, guys. I really do. Right here, and this is, you know, basic stuff you guys probably already know, but Tom Loeffler looking to negotiate a rematch against Saul Canelo Alvarez for Cowboys Stadium rather than Las Vegas, Nevada. Loeffler likes the idea of staging the Canelo Golovkin fight in front of a crowd of 100,000 boxing fans. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait because, like I said, I'm going to live there. Okay, the second fight will be a tiebreaker, blah, blah, blah. We know that. So, like I said, I will freaking live there. If the WBC used the opportunity. Now, this right here, they're talking about the WBC, you know, basically, you know, demanding the rematch. Okay, so demand that a rematch must take place between the two, echoing the public opinion that has been swirling since the fight. But does Canelo care what the WBC says? Hell no. But right here, and then of course, you know, Eric Gomez, the president of Golden Boy Promotion, you know, he confirms that, yeah, you know, we are negotiating a rematch. So just real quick, and other news, I just want to go through it all right here. You know, right here, how the WBC has reacted to Canelo Golovkin draw. You know, basically they demanded a rematch. And then, you know, Holyfield, he's been a big supporter of Gennady Golovkin. And then Holyfield says Canelo ran from Gennady Golovkin. WBC orders Golovkin rematch. Canelo Golovkin 2 possible for Cowboys Stadium. You know, that kind of thing. Here's a couple of comments. You know, people talking about the Irizlandi Lara situation. I'll probably end it here. Canelo never lost. He was robbed by Floyd. Whatever, dude. I mean, some of these Canelo fans are ridiculous, okay? He has a case, to be honest, on any other night, anywhere apart from Vegas, Canelo would have at least 2 losses, maybe 3. And that's so true right there. I mean, you take Canelo out of Vegas and he'd probably have 3 losses right now. You know, I think he probably would have, at a minimum, had a draw with Irizlandi Lara. And look, even Cotto, I mean, I believe Canelo beat Cotto, but with the way these judges do things nowadays, if you put that in the right location, right, like the life geographical situation, you never know. They may have given that to Cotto. So, but in my mind, Canelo lost against Mayweather, very close against Cotto. Lara, probably a draw, but definitely lost against Gennady Golovkin. So I would say he has 2 losses and possibly 2 draws, 2 losses and a draw. Okay, that's worst case scenario. So right here, this guy says Lara and Gennady Golovkin in a close fight. Mayweather dominated Lara injury, but trying to act like they're on the same level, which I don't agree with that. I don't think they're trying to act like they dominated like Mayweather did, but they won. They did enough to get the W. Okay, so. Now, one thing that worked against Erislandy Lara right here, is one of the best ballerinas out there. After the fight with Canelo, I decided I'd never to purchase an Erislandy or fight where Erislandy Lara was involved because he promised to make it a violent fight, and that was the reason. So you have to remember, leading up to Canelo Erislandy Lara, he promised that he'd make it a brawl, and be violent, a bloodbath, and he got in there and ran. So that was the disappointment. So. But, also, Gilberto Ramirez back in the news, Top Rank, talking about how he wants Gennady Golovkin at 168. But, I think he's a little off right now. That dude, he needs to chill because right now, Gennady Golovkin has other issues to deal with. So, but one thing Erislandy Lara said, he wanted to remain at light middleweight because he feels like it's much deeper there. I'm thinking, what? Really? I don't know. So, but Erislandy Lara has a fight coming up with, I can't think of his name right now, but he's got a fight coming up, I believe, this weekend. So, but yeah, Ramirez reveals based on what he was told by Bob Arum, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to say that. But look, I think he tries to use Gennady Golovkin's name to remain relevant. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to keep going here because it's pretty much the same thing over and over and over and over. But, I wanted to bring you guys the latest, the greatest. And again, thank you for the 5,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll have 10,000 by the rematch. I think we will. My goal is to have 10,000 by the rematch, in May. So that's my goal for the channel. So, guys, leave your comment below. What do you think?